unfortunate. Maybe we just do a little break and wait. Oh, last map, Nomad Isles. LawLiet is in there. We're gonna stream HawK versus LawLiet. Oh boy. Nomad Isles, Warden, LawLiet versus HawK. What doesn't get much better than this?
Yeah, he is the master. He is pretty much the sole reason why the Chinese humans are asking for a Warden nerf.
Yeah.
They think she's too strong. She only looks too strong in his hands. And HawK has suffered from those hands already. Is it gonna be reoccurring? Gonna be finding out in just a bit here.
The game has been hosted. We're gonna see the deciding game. In Jera Cup 46, HawK finally found an answer to the Warden on Tarina's stand. And what a game this was with Tier 3 human. It was my favorite game of the year so far. It's of course up on our YouTube. youtube.com/backtowwarcraft. Give it a subscription to keep yourself up to date with everything that happens in Warcraft. Oh,
you're really looking forward to
I'm so excited for this, man. I was hoping that this is gonna be the final in a best of 5, but yeah, unfortunately both players dropped down to the losers bracket. HawK lost to Czech in round 1. LawLiet lost to Ruden 2-0 in round 2. Whew.
Alright, HawK isn't in here yet. Should we go for a small break or...
No, we're just waiting.
We're just waiting, okay. By the way, Focus is looking very, very strong on map number 2, Turtle Rock against Belief.
Okay.
But this is not going to be a dropout game just yet.
Exactly.
The loser will be going to the lower bracket.
Facing Reprisal, I guess. Oh no, it's another grid. So, what is it? Yeah, it's another part of the grid. So, the winner of HawK versus LawLiet will play Sonic. The winner of Czech and Lucifer will play Reprisal.
I think we may have to create accounts on Kalimdor if they decide to play on it later.
Okay.
But that shouldn't be an issue. Alright, HawK is in, and he's giving the G to signify that he wants to go. It is 1-1, remember. This is the big decider. And Nomad Isles has the potential to be a long, epic, drawn-out game. With both players getting all the units they can, basically, from across the entire tech tree.
Okay, we're just waiting for the admin to start this. And LawLiet, I guess. What's the ping? 100 MS, that's fine.
Ping very, very similar for the two.
Yeah.
So it's actually really good ping for considering it's across continents.
Yeah, I think the game is hosted on either Japan or West US.
Alright, and they're gonna try, so they're gonna see if the ping is bearable. LawLiet saying hello to us. We of course had a great time with him. I remember him and Focus hanging out in our hotel room, and we were talking for quite a while and drinking very, very cheap Chinese beer, which was actually not as bad as I expected it to be.
It was okay.
What was it called again? Tuborg or something?
Tuborg is not Chinese beer, but some export stuff. I don't really remember the beer, the Chinese name of the beer we had. All right, they're saying GG, have fun, and I think we're good to go.
Alright, we're starting. We have missed the first 2 maps, but we are in here right now. It is 1-1, HawK versus LawLiet. We have Korea versus Russia. Basically, we have Europe versus Korea. This is the story of the Rust Brain Cup. Which region is stronger? So far, it certainly looks like it's Korea. But HawK has something to say about this, and he wants to come back here. He wants to stay in this tournament. And it's gonna be on Nomad Isles where he wants to make it happen.
Yeah, HawK definitely the surprise of 2014, doing so good in WEC. ending up third place there in the big continental tournament. But LawLiet, man, he was my favorite player of 2015, completely changing the Night Elf versus human matchup, completely changing the view on this very hero that we see on the altar, the Warden. We have seen several games where the Warden reached level 10 against human, and we saw it in China. This guy is controlling the Warden with two hands on his keyboard.
Yeah, Jaws was saying, this is crazy. It's like he's playing the piano, using both his hands on the keyboard. He's so fast, he's so efficient, he's so good with that hero. The Koreans, Reprisal mastering the Blood Mage, LawLiet mastering the Warden, making things difficult for their opponents.
But HawK is a pretty good Blood Mage player, so maybe he can counter it with Siphon Mana. We saw that before, whereas Moon played Reprisal on TS. But this is Nomad Isles. This is the map that we haven't seen before, and it's very, very special because it's a 3-player map. And the red spots are pretty easy to take for a red spot. And they drop Scrolls of GG, Potion of Divinity, stuff like that.
Yeah, and of course it's very big, so it can be a drawn-out game. When we saw the Warden faltering, when we saw her being defeated, it was oftentimes where she was being pressured early on. When she's level 2, 3, maybe even 4. You know, level 4 she's okay and everything, but level 5, level 6, then that's when she really hits her stride. Is HawK gonna be going for the pressure early on, or is he gonna be going super late game, double expansion, tier 3? You're gonna have to find out. And finding the Pendant of Energy already, a very, very good item for HawK. Not necessarily right now, but later on it will be super, super strong.
Ring of Protection for LawLiet, so the first item drop definitely in favor of the Russian. There is a second Engine of War coming for more creeping. Of course, this is one of the main reasons why LawLiet's Warden is so strong. He has the perfect creeping patterns for everything prepared, especially on Tarinas, on Echo Isles, on maps like this, maybe even Nomad Isles. To be honest, I haven't seen him play on Nomad Isles that much, so I can't really say if his creeping is perfect here, but we're about to witness. Of course, HawK is going for that expansion. It's fairly easy to creep with the priest and, of course, the militia support, but there's one guy knowing about this, and this guy controls the war. Here we go.
Trying to go for the last hit, but nicely playing around it is HawK. Shadow Melt coming in, and he gets the first last hit, but this one, the Renegade Wizard, drops a lot of experience, 92 to be exact. And he doesn't want to give it up, and he does get it. The Warden can't get it with a Fan of Knives. Tried to go for it with Blink and Fan of Knives. That's so much mana invested, but it wasn't rewarded.
He got the Claws of Attack though. No item for HawK here. And the rest of the experience goes to the Russian. So we have level 3. Great early game for him. Warden blinking out. Can't do that much here.
Nope, absolutely not. This expansion will go up unharassed, unpunished, and he has to counter expand very quickly, and HawK must know this, and he's heading across the map right away with his Archmage at least. The army, apart from the hero, is protecting the expo, and the first hero himself will try to find the constructing Tree of Life. Hasn't been scouting for it, but LawLiet hasn't started to set it up yet.
Yeah, there is none. There is attack to tier 2, and the Warden trying to get some hits here. Nice deny by HawK. Perfect timing for that fireball, and the Warden is losing HP here, a lot actually, so he needs to get this Moon Juice. Nice blocking here, so the Warden gets away. Can he get a surround with 4 units? Nah, it's too hard.
That deny was actually really big. She would have been level 3 had it not been for that surround. And now he's trying to get the creeps himself, and a level 2 Fan of Knives would be so strong right now, but he doesn't have it.
It's the perfect timing for that spell, but he needs another pickup. He has no Shadow Strike. He decided very early to go for Fan of Knives and Blink. Maybe the wrong decision. Maybe a little too greedy to not invest into a Tome of Retraining later. But we are about to see 2 Water Elementals, the expansion still not constructed. Huntress Hall a little late. He's trying to go for that creep, but there's no time since HawK is so aggressive.
And I'm starting to worry for LawLiet. He needs to get up this expo sooner rather than later.
HawK's expo is finished, up and running, and he gets the Rogue Wizard. Yeah, still no experience to the Warden here. He needs that Renegade Wizard so bad.
Finally gets
Okay,
level 3 from the other camp he's doing with his Ancient of War at the Goblin Lab. But yeah, the last hits he would try to go for with a Fan of Knives. Maybe the ping is a bit of an issue. Now the Archmage, kind of in trouble. But there's only one more Fan of Knives left in the tank, and that will not be enough. So the Warden again losing a lot of hit points, and now running back into the army. Sloppy control that we're really not used to seeing.
Only 50 HP left. 30, and he has to use Blink to get away. There is a Potion of Invulnerability. Perfect item for that Warden here. Maybe even at this position better than the Mana Potion. And there's a Shredder, double Ancient of Lore, tier 3 tech still waiting for him. 29 food only for the Night Elf, and 45 for HawK. He's getting a shop, he's getting more towers, he's getting prepared for everything. And yeah, tier 2 tech just started. And there's the expansion for LawLiet. But what weird positioning.
I can't see it. Where is it?
At the Merc camp. But he's forcing a town portal here.
Super far away.
Yeah, he's forcing the town portal here. HawK did not want to lose like 3 to 4 footmen to that Fan of Knives. Portaling to that Expo. There's the shop. But maybe the Warden can cancel that healing. That would be huge. But he...
Oh, he's going to the main.
Exactly, he assumes that the army is in the main, but it's not.
The silver lining for the Korean here is the tech for HawK is really late. He invested a lot into footmen, and I think he was mismanaging his lumber income because he's fairly low on lumber. So his tech is late, so the 70 supply deadly tier 2 human push is not gonna be coming too soon.
Oh, there's no tower in the base. There is no tower and 200 gold. Mass militia coming in from the back. The army arrives, but mass merc support. Oh, HawK got them. That's super important. Getting that berserker and the Muddy the Mud Golem. Here comes the fan.
Yeah, but not killing anything, only damaging. HawK is being so careful not to feed this Warden. He has feel it backfire too many times.
Using that
again, Fan of Knives damaging, not killing.
Yeah. And that was the problem that broke his back in the Jera Cup, where HawK was able to beat him. That was the problem when Reprisal beat him at the WCAC qualifier in the grand final over and over again. Keep your units healthy. Later get that heal scrolls and use them at the perfect time. That really makes a difference. And finally, the Tree of Life is ready. He has Nature's Blessing already, so it's not that big of a deal.
But still, man, he's only at 37 supply, and HawK is starting to really reap the benefits from his trust fund. Already up to 1,000 gold. Well, now he starts to spend it all.
Very
is
early,
tier 2.
Very early attack upgrade for footmen.
3 upgrades already.
Yeah.
That's where all his money went.
Well, later, of course, it's for the breakers and knights and stuff. I'm really curious if he attacks to tier 3. But so far, it seems like tier 2 standard with double Arcane Sanctum and a Mountain King as a second hero. No Blood Mage.
Tier 3 only halfway done. HawK, he's putting on the pressure. He doesn't have level 4 just yet, but so much mana on the Archmage, man. 525. MK is coming second. No Blood Mage. Oh, and LawLiet is taking a big creep camp, but he has to defend his Expo right now. Probably not gonna kill the Expo, but the Entangled Goldmine definitely gonna be cancelled, and this is buying HawK a lot of time.
Here we go, Warden coming in. Fan of Knives #1, but not hitting that much. That was really weird, but forcing the town port immediately. Will he get the Berserker? Yes, he does. So more experience is always nice. 45 food. He gets a lot of Dryads to get rid of the slow and the water elementals and everything.
A player's forces are under attack.
But he needs the bears. They're gonna be the backbone of his army. Without them, the Warden solo can't really do it. Unless, of course, she's level like 8. But she's far away from this. But this camp will get her very, very close to level 5. Maybe even gonna give her level 5. Yeah, I think so.
And now LawLiet is taking this risky creep spot with the possible, a big item to find. Scroll of Restoration, Potion of Divinity, Stone Token, everything is possible here.
Or the Furbolgs.
Oh, the Furbolgs, that's right. Scroll of Restoration.
Oh!
The dream at level 5.
The best item in the game.
Plus a big invul potion.
Game changing.
Plus the
Oh,
big...
but the MK, holy shit. Pendant and greater mana.
Whoa, 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 whoa. 690 mana points. I'm curious, when will HawK transition into Blizzard?
I know HawK likes to go for clap, especially against Orc in late game. I don't know if he's gonna go for clap against bears as well.
I think if he has enough mana, then it's possible. Oh, he tried to dodge!
And that was definitely a ping thing.
Yeah. There is another Stormbolt, but this blink was in time.
But he has level 3 Phantom Knives, right?
Yeah.
Oh, here comes the clap. He's going for it. The Warden, where's she blinking? She has the invul. Oh, that's a very early use for the invul. HawK is happy with this, trading the Footman for an invul any day of the week. And now he has to be careful.
There it is. Blink in front of Knives, getting that kill, but not enough. Oh, the invul poach is gone! Blink! It's too late and he loses that Warden! Oh boy, you can smell that! You can smell that like, I don't know. Oh boy. It was so obvious.
That was really bad. He has had many opportunities in this game to know that the ping is not perfect, which is obvious. And then he's playing with fire so much. Enormous mistake. A mistake that might just cost him the game in a second.
We smelled it 10 miles against the wind. I think we all did. All the 2,000 viewers that we almost have. Only this little Korean dude did not notice it. And this is what makes HawK so strong. He adapted from that Yumiko playstyle, planting that towers to get like a safe spot when that push towards the expansion does not really go that well. And without the Warden now, oh boy, I don't see LawLiet defending this, but he has a lot of gold. The Warden is back from the tavern, but the Tree of Life can't be repaired against all the mortar teams. It's 2 bases versus 1.
Yeah, no TP on the Panda. Warden was dead. Warden has been rebought. But only 54 supply. And yeah, this is the 70 supply push. We've seen it so many times from the human, and it's always hard to hold, and it's a lot harder when you lose your first hero unnecessarily.
He needs Fury Dragons as well. He needs way more bears. And he built like 5 Dryads, and now it's too much, I guess. He really wants to invest this into bears, and HawK is creeping so much, man. Level 3 on the Mountain King already, and there's so much good stuff here. Imagine now Stone Token double stun.
That would be a crazy lockdown.
Can't blink against that. And we got Potion of Restoration, also crazy good. This is now 920 mana on the Mountain King.
Yeah, this little dwarf is gonna be a big problem. Probably gonna get an invul as well. Nope, he scrolls. They are of course so important against the mass AoE that the Night Elf heroes provide. 58 supply only. Is HawK gonna try to go for the jugular here? Is he gonna try to finish this game, or is he gonna go later with another expo? Seems like he wants to go for the aggressive stance right here.
And now they are breakers, but the Warden is diving in with the Blink Fan of Knives. Heal Scroll number 1 being used against this. The Warden is dropping fairly low in HP, catching the Stormbolt, using that scroll against it. Another Fan of Knives town portaling out. He can't take this.
But both heal scrolls are gone now, so HawK needs to be a little careful.
Yeah, he used that mana potion on the Mountain King.
He only has 2 priests, so he doesn't have that much sustain.
Of course, the problem is gonna be to get that panda behind the Spellbreaker walls to get full area of effect.
And now he has no more TP, he has no invuls, so he needs to be very careful with his heroes, LawLiet does.
Yeah, HawK has great shop control here. LawLiet has no chance. He has to go all the way to that shop in the north. But he can't really afford that, because if he leaves his main base, then it's gonna die.
But LawLiet's expo number 2 is gonna be up soonish. But HawK is knocking at the front door. But his army, even though it's 80 supply, it's not that huge, because of course lots of peasants are also taking up that supply for his economy.
Water team 0 upgrades, the breakers at 1-1. Whew, and there is another expansion for HawK. at the 3 o'clock position. So he's crawling forward with his bases, creating some space here. Attacking with the wisps, but yeah. The Bears 0-0 upgrades. LawLiet really doesn't like those upgrades. One level 5.5.
If this game goes much longer, if the Bears keep being unupgraded, it's gonna start to become a real issue. Because, of course, HawK is getting more and more of those upgrades. The Blacksmith always busy, always churning out the upgrades.
Yeah, it's the Mortar Team upgrade now. Sniping that Priest, so it's 80 food versus 64. LawLiet trying to buy time. Expansion up and running now for him. And HawK is trying to make this move. But he does not want to fight into the Night Elf base because, of course, Moonwells. And
A sad day. Mud Golem has just been denied.
Doo-doo. But yeah, 3 bases for HawK. 2 bases for LawLiet.
Tense moment. If LawLiet holds this and gets a lot of more experience from this, also in this fight he could get level 6 on the Warden.
Yeah.
Possibly. It's quite a bit of experience he needs, like 600, if he has to split across 2 heroes. But HawK seems to smell that the expo is up there, and he's going into high upkeep.
The big question for LawLiet is, can he get the synergy of Fan of Knives and Breath of Fire? If he's able to get that Panda to the casters, to the Mortar Teams, then he can do crazy damage. But this is the big if. We see again LawLiet splitting the Dryads from the rest of the army to scout, to pick off stuff. This is something that I guess only he does. And he's sandwiching now.
And suddenly he's at 78 supply.
Forces are under attack.
This expansion really paying off. He has the money for a heal scroll, and I think he should definitely get it before the human does. But he's being driven away from the shop. But it seems like the engagement is coming. Bears from the right and Dryads from the bottom.
This is, the sandwich is real, the Warden is coming in, Fan of Knives number 1, immediate town portal. Can he get a Breath of Fire out? Here we go, but not a single kill.
On either side.
On either side, but the town portal. And there's the shop now, there's 2 heal scrolls available, 600 gold.
And he's
Castle
starting
Tech.
tier 3.
Castle Tech, right.
But he's right now in high upkeep. This is so inefficient currently for HawK. And he's not
A player's
really
forces are
doing
under
too much
attack.
with it. Things might be starting to turn around here.
Yeah, it's 12 gold at the moment against 14, so LawLiet has the economy advantage. But
There's
of
no
course-
TP.
Oh boy.
There's no TP for the Night Elf. And he's gonna be attacked in the main.
Oh boy.
HawK scouting this. And the Tree of Life is being killed by the Overlord. Oh, but I think the one is coming back with a TP. No, she didn't buy it. Oh, this is gonna be so painful.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. The Mortar Teams, of course, just shredding through buildings. There's so many, 4 with 1-0 upgrades, and yeah, LawLiet is of course supply stuck. He's healing down the drain, and HawK is crawling forward. Was this the big mistake? Being too cheap for a town portal. Now he has it, using a blink to get faster to the army. Here's the town portal by LawLiet. Still level 3 on the Mountain King, level 4 on the Archmage. But I think HawK does not want to get this fight, to take this fight.
95 supply for the human. But here comes the blink in. The Fan of Knives, the Breath of Fire. Heal scroll though keeps him alive.
Absolutely perfect usage of that heal scroll. If there was a millisecond to use that scroll, it was exactly this. Really, really, really nice how HawK plays this.
You're absolutely right.
And LawLiet needs 4 Moonwells to continue production.
Yeah, and he detonated a lot of wisps to be able to save this fight. Fortunately for him, he has like 1 billion lumber, thanks to the shredder. But reproducing, impossible for him at the moment. And I really want to see those 2 wisps in the main creating moonwells, but whatever. Another TP for LawLiet.
Yeah,
he has learned his
from
lesson.
So let's compare the inventories. 2 heal scrolls plus the restoration scroll for LawLiet. This restoration scroll can turn a fight around even if you have 20 less food. It is possible. It's
And by the way, also, the Book of the Dead, really good, since there's no adept training for
Yeah,
the priests yet.
exactly.
Never mind, he just got adept.
Okay. So 3 heal scrolls for HawK. He went shopping big.
Here we go again.
Still water elementals, no blizzard.
First bolt onto the Warden. She wants to blink in there and go for the Fan of Knives. The flying machines are dealing with the Fairy Dragons, but it's not that uneven of a fight. Nice dispelled. Immediately Book of the Dead has been killed. Level 4 now for the MK. Level 2 clap is what that means. And HawK finally has the position he wants. He's fighting next to his
He
station.
kills all the mortar teams! They're all dead!
To the right, yeah, the Fan of Knives. Absolutely crazy. And now the
Holy cow!
Fan of Knives with the lightning shield. So much
It's
damage.
amazing! Healed scroll number 1 being used. Breath of Fire not that efficient, but here's the level 6 one. But she has no mana to use it. Maybe Scroll of Restoration, but he runs away. Everything is low. That's it! Scroll of Restoration, everything is back. Can he get the Avatar? He can, but it's being bolted. Stomp as well. The bears are dropping. Where is the damage from HawK? Oh, there's another Fan of Knives level 5 on the Panda as well. So much mana on this dude. And all of a sudden the supply numbers are equal.
He needs Blizzard. He needs Blizzard so bad. And the Night Elf is TPing out. Is he gonna lose one more bear? He already lost one in the TP, but the rest will stay alive. And HawK down to 77. LawLiet up at 66, and he has his second expansion now as well. And LawLiet is turning this game around.
A game on a knife's edge. Mountain King still has the Potion of Restoration. Of course, level 5 on the Archmage now. Will he go for that Tome of Retraining? I think he has to. We saw Yaws doing so well with it. The main gold mines are down for both players. Of course, this enables LawLiet to move his tree to this expansion here. It's a little risky, but he can do it.
HawK's natural expansion is also gone.
Oh yeah.
It's a small one. It only has 10,000 in it.
There's only one gold mine left, and LawLiet is coming in again with the Avatar of Vengeance. Corpse is still lying around.
He couldn't hold on, or he couldn't decisively win the fight with almost 100 supply. Now there's an avatar. There's a level 5 Panda, but there's no invuls on LawLiet's side. He still needs to be careful, but the MK does need to be careful as well. Taking a lot of damage. Immediately the Warden coming in with Fan again, and the only heal scroll used already.
MK in trouble, using that potion back on full mana. There's so many spirits, man. The MK really wants to get it. Nice Fan of Knives again, getting rid of those casters. But there's a big army of breakers, and he has bears against it, but the two counter each other. LawLiet with the back against the shop, has an invo potion now, Raw being used again, there's no priest anymore, he's calling Militia, what's it worth, they will all die, thanks to the Fan of Knives of course, but he's getting bear after bear as well. Mountain King once again dropping low.
There's no casters anymore, man. All the Sorks and priests have been killed over and over. Warden blinking in, Fan of Knives again, he's taking so much damage, the bears, they're just not dying. The MK now in a lot of trouble, nice dodge of the clap with the invul, and now the little dwarf, he's being attacked, he's being killed, and that's the GG. LawLiet somehow holds on here and does win in the end in a crazy game on Nomad Isles.
My man LawLiet make it happen. HawK out! One of the European hopes eliminated, and at the same stage as Warchief Ridge. Those were the two European favorites here in this game, and now Europe is left to Sonic and Ruden. Everybody else is out, and Korea standing strong here. We have the loser bracket quarterfinal complete. It is LawLiet versus Sonic, Reprisal versus Czech, and in the winner bracket final we have Focus versus Remind.